So, hi there students. Time for me to comment on your comments, and I believe we start with this one by Shamin. Hi Shamin. To dupe somebody, to deceive somebody. He duped me into buying his car. A dupe, a copy of something. Dupe, somebody who's being tricked easily. To dupe, to trick. Such a dupe, such an idiot. Yeah, absolutely. And Robindranath, lovely, lots of love from India. Thank you, Robindranath. And thank you for watching, BG. I'll watch this video when you get home. Sounds like a good idea. And have a wonderful day, you too, VG. And hi there to AA as well. Great to see you, AA. And let's see, Android Jacket. Religious abstinence, Kesai. Again, thank you. My pleasure, Android. And Parisa. Hi dear teacher. I ask you if it's possible to explain the word indeed, about meaning and how we can use it in sentences. Also, may I ask you to create a video about different types of inversion, or just point out all kinds of inversion. Okay, let's see. Well, there are quite a lot of inversions. Let's look at indeed to start with. This is very difficult, indeed. Yeah, indeed, this is very difficult. So, very difficult indeed. This is just amplifier. It just adds stress. It makes it stronger. Yeah, indeed, this is very difficult. In reality, yeah, indeed. I would put it mostly either at the beginning or the end of a sentence. This is indeed a very interesting subject. Okay, just use it as an amplifier, just to make things stronger. Yeah, and then okay, a video about different types of inversion. So by types, I guess there are two types. You've got firstly the negative adverb. Not only does he play piano, but also he plays violin. Never have I seen such a thing. So this is the negative adverb inversion that starts at the beginning of a sentence. And then you have the only when, only if, only after. And this has an inversion in the second part of the sentence. So only after finishing his homework did he realize he'd done the wrong thing. Only if you're careful can you finish this. And as to types, those are the only two types, or the only two formats. Reasons to use inversions are multiple. Yeah. Too difficult a question is this to do very simply. You can use inversions in a literary style. So he said, "Come home." Come home, said he. Yeah, there it's completely voluntary. So difficult a question is this that I can't answer it easily. But effectively, those are the types. The ones that you really need to know are the ones after the negative adverb. Rarely, infrequently, hardly, never, things like that. And then the ones with only after. Yeah, also with not unless. Not unless you finish early will I be able to take you home. So that's the other type where the inversion is in the second part of the clause. Okay, there you go, Parisa. And good afternoon, AA. Great to see you. And Afsal. I think impart as it means communicate. No, I'm sorry, Afsal. It's not. Try again. Yeah? To impart me of. That of is the problem. Hi, Jason. Great to see you, Jason. And it's the FKN Fed. Put words in someone's mouth. Sick of band-aids. No, okay, thanks, Jason. And your production quality doesn't mar our enjoyment and our learning. Glad to hear that, because sometimes my production quality is absolute rubbish. Yeah, but it's the content you're listening for. Apologies. When you feel like it, tell me what you want to know about the Federal Reserve and central banking, please. Okay, what I want to know is next time they're going to put interest rates up. And hi there again. I'm quailing at death. I'm quailing at death. Quailing. I'm quailing at the thought of death all the time. But it's something inevitable. Therefore, you've just got to live the moment. Carpe diem. Seize the day. Hi Manny. Good afternoon, Alex. Am I using this word correctly? I'm aware some of these sentences don't constitute sense, don't make sense, don't constitute well, don't work well. That's okay. That happens to me very often. His bad taste in food constitutes, adds up to, so his bad taste in food added to everything else I don't like about him. Okay, but I wouldn't use constitute. Yeah? His bad taste in food constitutes one of the things that I don't like about him. Constitutes not very good. To constitute, to construct, to establish a building, a skyscraper. So, to constitute, let's see, this constitutes, is made up of, it comes from, yeah? This constitutes a serious offence. This is a serious offence. To construct, I think you want constitute again, to constitute, to form, to make up a plan. Okay, to constitute a plan, a movie. Yeah? Lunch constitutes a sandwich and a bottle of beer. You need to constitute a good person. No, this doesn't work at all. His cold attitude constitutes disapproval. Is the same as his cold attitude constitutes disapproval. Is the same as. Yeah. Okay. Let's try some more. Okay, so a serious offence constitutes the theft of anything worth more than $100. Is the same as. To construct. In order to constitute a company, make, form, you need to register in a certain place. You need to constitute to be a good person, be. Yeah, okay, this, what you've done constitutes a very interesting advance. Okay, and then yes, to constitute to constitute a company or to constitute an organisation. Okay, thank you. I hope that's helped you. Yeah, and Ossi Tal, thank you for watching, Ossi, and Mohammed Al-Bunaga, responding contumely. Okay, contumely is an adjective. Responding in a contumely way. It's an adjective ending in ly. Responding in a contumely way to someone sitting on high cotton. I don't know this phrase. Sitting on high cotton. Could well be. Is sitting in a position of power. Might get you, simple tense, in a pickle. Good. You must watch your step, singular, whenever dealing with them. Thank you, Mohammed. And Mohammed, morbid has a lot to do with being picky or pecky, or scatterbrained. Speaking of the way we overwhelm our brains by thinking a lot about something to the extent that we're so exhausted. But morbid, these are thoughts of death. These are sad, depressing thoughts, Mohammed. And Feng Feng, hi Feng Feng Yang, great to see you. And Kamar ul Hassan, what's the difference between inimical and pernicious? I think I might make a video on that. And pernicious. Because yeah, I think they're both very close. Yeah, they're both something that's not good for you. Let me see. And McLovin, the tattoo not in, on his arm, militated against him getting a job in the banking sector. Very good. And Fernando, yes, what I said was a lout. Yeah, a lout is a yobbo, a philistine. And Mohammed, he gave his boss an incisive answer that was to the centre of the question, which dealt directly with the question, which went to the centre of the question, which was very concise. Good. And Lapadi, code spotters, keep pushing boundaries as we are boundless. Well, it's all relative. Thank you. Don't forget the name. The word is noun, Fernando. A name, your name is Fernando, but in words we use the word noun. Betrayal. Yes, betrayal is definitely a noun. And her conversation with Charisse Floyd. Thank you. Very helpful. My pleasure. Thank you. And splice. To join together at the end. Rope, wood, film, DNA, strands. Formality 5.5. Get spliced, get married, engaged. Definitely. So, cuckoo Patricia, great to see you. Thank you. And McLovin. Even though he seems to be proud of his caustic remark, it actually was needlessly edgy and unkind. Okay, that works very nicely. And Patricia, can you say this? Hi P. I sometimes have an almost primeval desire to paint all day in order to siphon off debilitating negative energy, to exorcise my inner demons and to transcend a spiral of monotonous routine. I think that sounds really, really good. And we're now almost into pure pink. Okay, thank you, P. Yeah, that sounds absolutely great. And P again. I was basking in the glorious early hours of the morning after a good night's slumber. That's very good. I hope that's true. And Joe Hobo. Hi, Joe. Why is it called politically correct? Why is it not called socially correct, culturally correct, humanitarianly correct? It is called politically correct because it was originally created to ensure politicians used a form of addressing people in a non-offensive or stereotypical way to increase voter support for them and their parties. Basically, it's used as a gimmick to redirect people's attention away from the important political issues by having them focus on words of endearment rather than the issues at hand. I think I quite agree with you. Political correctness is a political tool used to divert people's attention away from important political issues. A politically correct person is a political weapon used to distract other people's attention away from important political issues. Good English, that's really good. I love it. Thank you, Joe. And P, hi. You have to keep your wits about you in the metro. Very definitely. There are always shady characters on the prowl, waiting to pinch, steal your wallet, or pilfer your belongings. Very good indeed. I like you to see you using a bit of Cockney slang. And Ahmad, hi Ahmad. You're the best professor in the world. I learned things I could have never learned elsewhere. Thanks a million. Wow, thanks. That's great to hear. Thank you, Ahmad. And a Dear John letter arouses caustic feelings in any man, and a Dear Joan letter arouses caustic feeling in any woman. Arises is intransitive. And Fluke Dogwalker. Hi Fluke. I didn't know my grandmother was a caustic old woman, till one of my friends who had met her said, none of his relatives cursed like a sailor. Good English. Thank you, Fluke. And Yo VG. Some of my classmates had to make a Baroque art presentation for art class. Interesting. His Baroque style of writing can be really tiresome sometimes. Very possibly. Maria's been into Baroque music recently. I like this, to be into, to like, to think is cool. They're real fans of Baroque architecture. Good. The way it was done resembles a Baroque piece of art. Good English. And you too, have a wonderful afternoon and night. Ooh, the colour scheme's changed, P. Very definitely. Bonsoir, good evening. Okay, we're getting into this blue. I have a feeling that the blue is a more happy, upbeat colour. I think the pink is probably more relaxed, yeah, and just feeling mellow and good. And there's some yellow in there as well, which is maybe not so good. I'm not talking artistically, I'm talking about the feelings. And Count, hi Count, great to see you. I'm glad to know you're fine. After learning all the words on your channel, anyone will be able to write Baroque essays. Absolutely, Count, I love it. And please make a video on the word continuum. A continuum. Well, think about it. I've written it down as you see. So, Ariansh. Okay, I will think about a continuum. A continuum is something where it just moves very slowly from one thing to another. There are no individual pieces, yeah? For example, white light is a continuum of frequencies. And Fluke, he had a very Baroque sense of humour, to his friend's dismay. Yes. Okay, and Knife. Hi, Knife. Unlike my hypothesis, he speaks in his Baroque and breathless way, not only when upset or anxious, but also when he's up and effusive. That's good English. I like this, when he's up and effusive. Sounds quite good. And Holndovik. Actually, the building in the picture is Art Nouveau. Yes, it is, but you try finding a Baroque building, a photo of Baroque building without copyright on it. It was the closest I could find. And his fan base did not like his caustic jokes. Angry people are very caustic. My English teacher is caustic when she edits my writing. Good English, Mannequin. And Manji. Hi, Manji. After watching your video today, I felt as if I had been transcended. No. I felt as if I had transcended. No, been. I had transcended. Yeah? Because if you're transcended by, something goes above you. Yeah? So I had transcended all my worldly worries and entered into the Baroque era, sitting in an opera hall, listening to the mesmerizing music of Bach and Vivaldi. Would to heaven that, love it. Would to heaven that, I love that phrase, I could enjoy this period of trance a little longer. Yeah, stay in your dream. Yeah, let's see, transcended, been transcended. The fixed telephone has been transcended by the mobile phone, but I felt as if I had transcended all my worldly worries, gone above them. And Sean says a prize. Very definitely. Well done, Sean. And let's refresh this and see if we've got some more comments. If not, it's going to be a shorter video today. Well, I've done some long ones this week, so maybe I deserve it. Hand. Okay, yes. So we've got some more. Godliness. Ab. I can't remember the rest of your name. I'll have to look it up. Happy Holly holiday to everyone and teacher. It's the festival of colour. Oh, lovely. And it exudes positivity and teaches us to annihilate negativity, and that goodness always wins over evil. What a positive attitude. I love it. And Gabrielle. Hi, Gabrielle. Very useful. Thank you. Okay, to sum up. And nice goats. Okay, I'm glad you liked them. I was lucky to be able to find some goats to be able to make the video. And let's just refresh, but I get the feeling that's it. Okay, so if you enjoyed the video, give it a rating, subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you soon. Bye for now. Yep, that's it.